This case will be about Julian Silvera and his wife Melissa, who was found dead at their home that they shared. Please give me a like and a subscribe. And if you have any information that you would like me to know, please also leave in the comment. I'll be following this case for the next few months or however long it takes. As we all know, a lot of politicians are very corrupt, and we just really and truly hope that justice in this case will be served. um, I'll be trying my best to follow along to see how the case goes and what other information will come to light during this process. Julian Silvera was born in the United Kingdom in 1971 to parents Ian and Cynthia Silvera. He grew up in Pembroke Hall Valley in western St. Mary in Jamaica. Silvera was born in a wealthy family and attended Wolmer's High School for Boys. He is known to his friends as Jojo. His father was an administrator at the Caymanas Park, and his mother an Englishwoman who went to Jamaica to live for several years and fell in love with the island. Silvera was well known in his community, and because of his family's history, he decided he wanted to run for politics. He joined the People's National Party, also known as the PNP, which was under then Prime Minister's leadership, Portia Simpson Miller. He ran against Robert Montague and won the Western St. Mary's seat by outvoting Montague with a total of 9,693 votes to win. After divorcing from his first wife, he got married to his second wife, Melissa, in 2015. Melissa attended the Immaculate Conception High School in St. Andrew, Jamaica, and after graduating, she then went on to obtain a chemical engineering degree from the University of Virginia in the United States. After graduating with her engineering degree, Melissa went back to Jamaica and started working for Petrojam from 2003 to 2018, where she then worked her way up and became the marketing and economics coordinator in the logistics and marketing department. During their marriage, Melissa bore him four children: twins Adam and Aiden, Justin, and lastly, Axel. Unfortunately, in 2017, their 2-year-old son Justin drowned in the pool at their home in Stony Hill, St. Andrew. It is said that Mr. Silvera was home with his son when he noticed he was missing. After searching the house, his lifeless body was found down in the pool. He was taken to the hospital where he was unfortunately pronounced dead. After Justin's death, that's when they actually had their last son, Axel, 2 years later in 2019. So, after winning the election in his constituency in 2011, Jolin later lost to Robert Montague in 2016. Silvera was then bypassed for the general elections in 2020. However, he stayed close to the PNP as he was a chairperson for their founders. On November 10, 2023, the police were called to Julian's home as he woke up and found his wife dead beside him. It was believed she had died from a brain aneurysm, or at least this was the story he told everyone. Melissa was churched at the St. Andrew Parish Church in Tree before being laid to rest. At the funeral, Julian could be seen weeping and crying openly. He was even consoling his children who desperately missed their mother. Julian was so taken aback he could not even read the eulogy. His mother, Cynthia, did the honors for him. Ironically, this is the same church they got married back in 2015. After being churched, she was buried on the church property in the cemetery. Initially, Melissa Silvera's death was reported as a brain aneurysm, as mentioned earlier, and that was all the public knew. Nothing else was mentioned to the media during that time. However, after the autopsy was completed, Jolene was taken into custody for questioning as a suspect, and then the truth slowly began to unfold. It is said that she, in fact, did not die of natural causes, but instead of a possible gunshot wound. Melissa's body was found in bed with three gunshot wounds to the head. There were holes in her buttocks and one in her belly area. It is speculated there is a photo going around with spent shells on the ground and blood coming from her nose and body. I thankfully have not seen this, but as I mentioned, it's all just a speculation. Once this information was found out, the investigation was upgraded to a possibly murder. After being named as a suspect, Jolien was arrested for Melissa's murder. The day he was arrested, it is said that he was getting himself ready to attend a party. He then retained Peter Champagny as his defense lawyer. Mr. Peter has been consistently ranked as one of the leading criminal defense attorney in Jamaica. He completed his degree in history and political science at the UWI, which stands for the University of the West Indies, and this is in Kingston, Jamaica. Mr. Peter completed his degree in history and political science at the University of the West Indies. Why was this done? How did no one hear any gunshots? Mr. Peter informed the media that Mr. Silvera maintains his innocence and denies killing his wife. Allegedly, the first police sergeant who was unseen drove himself in his own car to the crime scene before anyone else could arrive. It is common knowledge that he was Jolien's bodyguard before he became a police sergeant. After being charged with Melissa's murder on January 19, Jolien made his first court appearance on January 25th, where he maintained his innocence. This case is considered to be a weird one to the Jamaican public, as all journalists, family members, including his children, have been barred from the hearing. This comes as a result of this being a very high profile case, knowing who Mr. Silvera is. The public is scared that this case will end up being pushed under the rug. There is an unfortunate picture going around with Mr. Jolien leaving court, and it is said that his son was calling out to him saying daddy, but he didn't even look in his child's way or even acknowledge him. This is very sad. His next court appearance is February 8, 2014. His lawyer made a statement about people judging and already convicting Silvera on the internet. And I quote, "You have many persons who have sought to try and convict already, and that's unfortunate. I think it is important that irrespective of your views, there are young children involved and it is very, very difficult time for these children." Unquote. My question is, if he did in fact do this and murder his wife, was he not thinking about what people would be saying and, just taking pictures of his children? Was he not considerate of them before murdering her if in fact he did do that?